Good day everyone, I'm Teacher Justin and for today we're going to talk about Rational Root Theorem. Ano nga ba ang Rational Root Theorem? We use Rational Root Theorem to determine the possible zeros of our polynomial function. So, ginagamit natin to para makita natin kung ano yung mga pwede nating makuha na possible roots. Okay, let's have this example in identifying the possible zeros of this polynomial function using Rational Root Theorem. So, ang first step natin in using the Rational Root Theorem is for us to identify our P and Q. So, yung P natin is the constant term of our polynomial function. So, yung P natin is equal to 6. Now, yung Q natin, it is the numerical coefficient of our leading term. So, ang leading term natin is x raised to 3. So, ang Q natin is equal to 1. Yung numerical coefficient lang yung kukunin natin. Then, let's get the possible factors of our P and Q. So, si P natin, it's positive 6. Yung possible factors niya can be positive negative 6 times positive negative 1. So, yan yung ating possible factors ni 6. Ano pa? We have 3 and 2. So, positive negative 3 and positive negative 2. Now, ganun din kay Q. We get the factors of 1. So, ang factors lang ni 1 is positive negative 1. Now, ang susunod nating step is for us to get P over Q. We will divide the factors of P by the factors of Q. So, let's divide 6 and 1. That will give us positive negative 6. 3 divided by 1, that will be positive negative 3. 2 divided by 1 is positive negative 2. And 1 divided by 1 will be positive negative 1. So, our possible zeros for this quadratic function will be this one. Positive negative 6, positive negative 3, positive negative 2, and positive negative 1. So, here are our possible zeros. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's use the Rational Root Theorem to determine the possible zeros of this polynomial function. So, ang first step natin is to identify our P and Q. So, yung P natin is the constant term of our polynomial function. It is negative 8. Ayan. Now, yung Q natin is the numerical coefficient of our leading term. So, ang numerical coefficient ni x cubed is 1. So, this will be our P and Q. Now, ang susunod nating step is we will get the factors of our P and Q. So, kunin natin yung factors ni negative 8. So, we have negative 8 times positive 1 or positive 8 times negative 1. So, positive negative 8, positive negative 1. We also have positive negative 4 and positive negative 2. So, 4 times 2 is 8. Ayan. So, we will consider both positive and negative factors of our number. So, next, punta naman tayo kay Q. Yung factors naman ni 1 is positive negative 1 lang. Okay. Now, nakuha na natin yung factors ni P at factors ni Q. Ang susunod nating step is for us to get P over Q. I-divide natin yung values na nakuha natin kay P sa values ng nakuha natin kay Q. So, let's divide. So, start tayo kay 8 divided by 1. That will be 8. 4 divided by 1 is 4. 2 divided by 2 is 2. And 1 divided by 1 is 1. And please do not forget to place positive, negative. So, we will get both positive and negative roots. So, positive negative 8, positive negative 4, positive negative 2, and positive negative 1. And this will be our possible zeros of our polynomial functions. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Let's have this item. Let's use the Rational Root Theorem to determine the possible zeros of this polynomial function. So, ang first step natin is to identify our P and Q. Yung P natin is the constant term of our polynomial function. So, it is negative 24. Yung Q natin is the numerical coefficient of our leading term. So, yung Q is positive 1. Then, our next step is for us to get the factors of our P and Q. So, yung factors ni negative 24, we have positive negative 24 and positive negative 1. Ano pa? We have positive negative 12 and positive negative 2. We have positive negative 8 and positive negative 3. positive negative 6, and positive negative 4. Yan yung ating mga factors ni 24. Napunta naman tayo kay Q. So, Q is 1, so yung factors niya will be positive negative 1 lang. Okay, now let's proceed to our next step. For us to get the rational root, we will divide P and Q. So, divide natin. So, we have 24 divided by 1, that will be 24. 12 divided by 1 will be 12. 8 divided by 1 is 8. 6 divided by 1 is 6. 4 divided by 1 is 4. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 2 divided by 1 is 2. And 1 divided by 1 is 1. And this will be our possible zeros of our polynomial function p of x. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's use the rational root theorem to determine the possible zeros of this polynomial function. So, ang first step natin is for us to identify our p and q. So, yung p natin is the constant term of our polynomial function. So, our p is equal to negative 6. Now, yung q naman natin is the numerical coefficient of our leading term. So, our q is positive 2. Then, ang next step natin is for us to get our factors of p and q. So, yung factors ni negative 6, kunin natin. Okay, so we have positive negative 6 and positive negative 1. Tapos, meron din tayong positive negative 3 and positive negative 2. So, ito yung mga factors ni p. Punta naman tayo kay 2. Yung factors ni 2, we have positive negative 2 times positive negative 1. And now, kompleto na yung ating factors of p and q. Ang next step natin is for us to get the ratio of our p and q. So, we will divide the factors of p by the factors of q. So, start tayo kay 6 divided by 2. That will give us positive negative 3. Yeah. Then, let's divide 3 by 2. 3 divided by 2 is positive negative 3 over 2. Tapos, 2 divided by 2, that will give us positive negative 1. Now, positive negative 1 divided by positive negative 2, that will be positive negative 1 half. Tapos, balik tayo kay 6. 6 divided by 1, that will give us 6. 3 divided by 1 is 3. So, meron na tayong 3 dito. So, we will not repeat that answer. 2 divided by 1 is 2. So, positive negative 2. And 1 divided by 1 is 1. So, since meron na tayong 1 dito, hindi na natin siya isusulat pa. So, our possible zeros will be the following. Positive negative 3, positive negative 3 over 2, positive negative 1, positive negative 1 half, positive negative 6, and positive negative 2. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's use the rational root theorem to determine the possible zeros of this polynomial function. So, in using rational root theorem, ang kailangan natin gawin is to identify our p and q. So, yung p natin is the constant term. So, it is positive 3. And ang q natin is the numerical coefficient of our leading term, which is 6. Now, nakuha na natin yung p and q natin sa ating polynomial function. Our next step is for us to apply factoring. So, we get the factors of our p and factors of q. So, sa p muna tayo, yung factors ni 3 is positive negative 3 and positive negative 1. Yung factors naman ni 6 is we have positive negative 6, positive negative 1, and positive negative 3, and positive negative 2. So, ito yung factors nila. Now, after getting our factors of p and q, we will get the ratio of p and q. So, we will divide our factors of p by the factors of q. So, start tayo. 3 divided by 6 will be 1 half. So, positive negative 1 half. 1 divided by 6 is positive negative 6. Now, punta naman tayo dito. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, positive negative 1. 1 divided by 3 will be 1/3. So, positive negative 1/3. Now, isa ulit-ulit. 3 divided by 2 will be 3 over 2. So, positive negative 3 over 2. Then, 1 divided by 2 is 1 half. So, we already have 1 half here. We will not write it again. Tapos, then 3 divided by 1 is 3, so positive negative 3. Tapos, 1 divided by 1 is 1. So, meron na tayong 1 dito. So, this will be our possible zeros of our polynomial function p of x. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's have this item. Let's use the rational root theorem to determine the possible zeros of this polynomial function. So, ang first step natin is for us to get the p and q of our polynomial function. So, yung p natin is the constant term of our polynomial function. So, it is negative 10. Yung q natin is the numerical coefficient of our leading term. So, our q is equal to 6. Now, after getting the p and q of our polynomial function, ang susunod nating step is for us to factor our p and q. So, start tayo kay p. So, factors ni 10, we have 10 and 1. We have 5 and 2. So, we will just write positive, negative for each factor. Now, kay 6 naman, yung factors ni 6, we have 6 and 1. We have 3 and 2. Ayan. So, kompleto na yung ating factors ni P and ni Q. So, after getting our factors of P and Q, ang susunod nating step is for us to get the ratio of P and Q. So, we will divide the factors of P by the factors of Q. So, let's start first with 10 divided by 6. That will be 5 over 3. So, positive, negative, 5 over 3. Then, let's divide 10 by 3. So, 10 divided by 3 is 10 over 3. Positive, negative, 10 over 3. Then, 10 divided by 2. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, positive, negative, 5. 10 divided by 1 is, we have 10. So, positive, negative, 10. Now, si 5 naman, divide natin sa Q. 5 divided by 6 will be 5 over 6. So, positive, negative, 5 over 6. 5 divided by 3 is 5 over 3. So, 5 over 3, meron na tayo dito nun. Positive, negative, 5 over 3. 5 divided by 2 is 5 over 2. So, 5 over 2, positive, negative, 5 over 2. And 5 divided by 1 is 5. So meron na tayong positive, negative, 5 dito. Now, punta naman tayo kay 2. 2 divided by 6 will be 1/3. So, positive, negative, 1/3. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3. So, positive, negative, 2/3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, okay. So, positive, negative, 1. And then, 2 divided by 1 is positive, negative, 2. Now, punta naman tayo kay 1. 1 divided by 6, that will be 1 over 6. Positive, negative, 1 over 6. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. So, meron na tayong 1/3 dito. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. So, positive, negative, 1/2. And 1 divided by 1 is 1. So, since meron tayong 1 dito, hindi na natin siya isusulat ulit. So, since nasulat na natin lahat ng possible roots natin, so the possible zeros of this polynomial function will be this set of numbers in this box. Ayan. So, ito yon. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. And that is it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, recommendations, suggestions for my next video, please leave them in our comment section below. Share this video and subscribe. And for more videos like this, you can go to my channel, Teacher Justin. And that is it for today. Again, I'm Teacher Justin. Goodbye, God bless, and stay safe. See you on my next video. Peace.